Hey everyone, Steve here, and we are back with Snowbreak. So, a couple things. Well, first off, something I failed to realize on last stream for Snowbreak. Unlike Nikkei, where you don't have a stamina meter, although I think we may or may not have mentioned this, but yeah. So, unlike Nikkei, where you can keep going as much how long as you can progress as long as you like, or how far you could go. Although combat power seems to be a thing. This though, you do have a stamina system, which yeah, it may have harkened progress here and there. So, and does require a bit of funds if you want to progress more. So, yeah. Second, we may have some unfortunate news as TK Carter, who of Space Jam fame as he was one of the Monstars, and Guy Moon sadly passed away. Guy Moon was the guy behind Fairly Odd Parents and such, the composer, I would believe. Let's see here. Oh. Don't mind me, music's gonna get cut off, so sorry about that. Yeah, he's the composer for many of Butch Hartman's work. Fairly Odd Parents is one of them, so may both of them rest in peace. Speaking of Nikkei, there's something that may have caught my interest. Well, actually, not really much related to Nikkei, but they had their collab with Nier Automata. Something I discovered that apparently 2B and 9S personalities may have changed from Japanese to English, which, and yeah, and then Pascal have given them different names, or what they call them, from Japanese to English. Like, I mean, I have the game right here, but I'll eventually play this, but we'll have to see. That's a we'll see. Did one gameplay video of that, but oh, that was a long time ago. So. Alright then, so anyways, I'm gonna grab my controller. Oh no, we're not going through there just yet, so we're on chapter 3, and hopefully, unlike last stream, OBS crashes on me back and forth. Didn't seem like it's crashing so far, but you never know. But in just a minute, I gotta close a few programs. Sorry if the game. Sorry if I cut off the audio from the game for a moment. And also there was another spam bot on Kick, which I could have sworn I had it on folders only, but I'm gonna have to check it out later. So. Alright. Oh yeah, should point out that tomorrow's stream already done. Of course I'm going solo like last time. But there'll possibly be no stream for next week tomorrow. Mainly because next week's my birthday, so I am still streaming. It's just that we won't be streaming this for next week. So, anyways, on to the feature presentation. Enter the. Steven, report to commander immediately. When you hear this announcement, Steven, report to commander immediately. Jolted from my nightmares, I fumbled up and out of bed. Then ran to the command room. Hadn't expected to find Life and Finny already there and waiting for me. That's everybody then. Can you get on with whatever this is, Caroline? It's 5 in the morning. I'm barely even conscious. Holy crap! Wow. Yeah, I know the feeling. Waking up around 5 in the morning. This one's urgent, Finny. You're gonna have to snap to. This one's urgent, Finny. You're going to have to snap to. You're gonna have to snap to. Just so many twos. Oh man. Remember the Brisingamen? The giant device the Aventus were using to spread Titan? Correct. Security had an armored convoy bringing the Brisingamen to HQ. We just got word that the convoy was ambushed moving through the canyon. The convoy crew survived the ambush, but by the time the fighting was over, the Brisingamen was gone. That was about 2 hours ago. How could anyone sneak off with the Brisingamen? That thing is enormous. This doesn't make sense. Doesn't make even sense as a joke. Thing that size and security don't even notice someone wandering off of it? Come on. Whatever happened, security are saying the Brisingamen is missing and they don't know who took it. We're gonna have to clean this mess up. Like Finny and Adjutant, you're being deployed to recover the Brisingamen. You're saying we have no leads, no intel, not even so much as it's probably over there? What a headache. How do you plan on making this one up to us, Caroline? I've already applied for 3 days paid leave for you guys. That includes the Adjutant. Oh? Fair enough, Caroline. Though you'd gone over to the other side for a minute there. The problem is, Benny and I both aren't very familiar with the camps. I knew I had forgotten to mention something. Yes, obviously that would be an issue. Nita will go with you. We're sending Fredia as well. Nita isn't really fully recovered yet, and Fredia was supposed to be working on another project. So you see how seriously the people upstairs are taking this. Oh, Adjutant, the R&D department provided you with a new type of ammo. Try it out to see how it works. You'll be heading to the camps for this mission, so you'll definitely get the chance to use it. What ammo? I don't like experimenting with new equipment on the battlefield. They're called sleepers. It's a new kind of non-lethal ammo that tranquilizes target for 30 minutes. It can be used with typical firearms. Sleepers. Would the targets seriously fall asleep? This is the problem with the interdepartmental collaboration. R&D has already tested it, but it still requires practical testing in the field. You don't need to worry, it's safe. Where are all the camps? I wish I had time to fill you in properly, but I don't. You'll just have to see it for yourself when you get there. Just head out. When you get there, you'll understand what the camps are. Alright, so we're heading out to the camps. Yeah, I had to go buy some more, whatchamacallit, more inhibitors, beforehand, because we don't know how that went last time, so. Alright, so let's go what we got, so. The camps have a complex terrain with potential ambush points left, right, and center. Be more vigilant. Defeat the enemy on alert. Alright. Ow. The hell? Yeah, okay.
しっかり休んだよ。
No, you don't. You don't get to shoot.
能力ボードってよかったよかった。失敗しなかった。
Okay, so then that's all the enemies down there. The canyon never ceases to impress me, no matter how many times I see it. No one questions the need to pour so much into the contamination walls after seeing this. What about locking them up together in the containment zone? Yep. And that's the mission.
どう？あんたは私だけ見てればいいの。
Alright, next stage. Yeah, so far so good, no crashes. The camps. Well, the scene hasn't been disturbed, that's good. A thorough investigation is bound to turn up something. First things first, let's get this terminal online. Who brought their very own custom-built network analysis suite, Fredia? Oh, right. Oh, that's right. You did. Handy dad, isn't it? Oh, that's how they did it? They came in through that port, rewrote that part of the protocol? Oh, right. Gotcha. Of course. The all blank access pass routine. Wonderful tool for making mischief. Well, we're going to have to deal with this quickly and adeptly. Got a bit carried away there. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be meeting with the others. 16 missed calls. Should probably call them back. 16 missed calls, holy shit, yeah, you probably should. Are you receiving this? Repeat, Fredia, if you're receiving this, please respond. Hey, Professor Fredia at your service. Where are you guys? The camps. Ugh. Sorry to be a spit, ugh. Rendezvous point, coordinates are... Oh, I'm basically here already. Have it on some useful information accidentally. Whoever made it off of that thing messed around with the truck's network protocol enough to lock up the differential. Neat little trick. Looks like they're wanting to give me a bit of a challenge. Well, challenge accepted. Are you going somewhere with this? Messed around with the network protocol, not ringing any bells? Come on, you can guess this one. Wednesday, you aren't even trying. Light chasers, come on, Wednesday. It's obviously light chasers. They use the same trick every time they sneak into the containment zone. You're thinking light chasers stole the brazen gammon? It's much too early to say anything for sure. We have to hold ourselves to a rigorous standard of evidence. Light chaser seems like the obvious suspects, but there's no reason to rule out coyotes either. This is very much the sort of thing they do. Last time Mary and I came as backup for your rocket recovery mission, didn't the coyotes steal Yggdrasil's gear too? And then there's the body cam footage from the ambush. Security thought whoever was attacking them were either coyotes or had dressed to look like coyotes. So anyways, our prime suspects are either the light chasers or the coyotes. Understood. I need to speak to the adjutant for a minute. Fredia. Still here, what's up? Your coordinates. Oh, totally forgot. I'm supposed to be moving toward the rendezvous point. How long have we been waiting? 2 hours. 2 hours. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I won't do the angry joke. With the 4 hours joke, 2 hours joke. Ugh. Anyways. That's quite a while, isn't it? I'll see you my coordinates now. Well, I say, don't glare at me like that. Coordinates received. You're a long way from the rendezvous point. We'll meet you halfway. Where would work? Mouth the canyon? The market? No, canyon probably works best. Give me a minute. Mouth of the canyon. Be careful out there. Sure thing, Wednesday. Phew! It's nice not having to make decisions. Alright, no reason I can steal another 5 minutes. Don't need to look into this a little more. Excuse me. Really is a fascinating little mystery, this one. boss. Okay, that's our next. And then we got 2 more stages. Alright. Let's bring in Red Hood. Well, or rather, the character voiced by Red Hood. Yoko Hikasa as Yao. She's also ironically the voice of Weiss from Ruby. And see if the channel is doing this new thing. Forgot about dialogue, I apologize, but yep.
早くしてよね。残業したくないから。
Probably a good time to use this. Oof! Headshot! There we go. That was a clean shot. That's doing. Oh shit. Well, got hit on the way. That's fine.
体だ。君たちの冬を温めてあげる。下がって。私が代わる。 敵手目標達成指示を待つお望み通りこの嵐を終わらせてやる
Hey, I forgot to mention too, Yoki Kasa was also the voice of Rias from High School DxD, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, forget about that. Actually, let's get in it. Yeah, don't. Oh. Little G mommy. Thanks for the follow. Follow, huh? No, not Yoko. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's see here. IMDb. Let's see here. Let's go with that. Yoko. Let's see here. Nope. Let's see here. Let's play. Nope. Huh, she was in KZR Nightmare, huh? Interesting. Catch a Fighter. Oh, Jesus. She's got quite the resume over there. Oh, man. Oh, geez, she's in panty and stocking. Oh, man. Okay, let's see here. Checking. Yep, she's in Xenoblade Chronicles X. Oh, she's in Dragon Ball Diamond, huh? Arifuda. Oh, right. That anime Compass recommends me watching. I'll have to watch it at some point, so... Minute 4, actually, let's see here. Oh, she was Yo Asakura. Oh, wow. Yep, Rias. Okay, yep, there we go. Yep, that's her, alright. Alright. Now we got that out of the way, let's move on.
分析員、私から目を離さないでくれ。早くしてよね。残業したくないから。すみませんね、仕事なもんで。
I'm like Church, who's bad with aim with the sniper rifle.
外勤手当どうも。
Hey, my uninterrupted car, I'm sorry, so I was ready to use adjutant. I left it back there. It was so just heavy. If it's a convenient, would you mind giving me a hand carrying it there? We don't have time to back up the energy supply. The pretty Ignis, the dedicated network coordination would be able to. Okay. Didn't even scroll down. Locate the power supply.
今さら私に出てもらおうと思ったの？ あんたたちの出番は終わりよ。
Headshot. Yeah, these guys are just small fries anyways.
あら、私にこれは必要ないでしょ。
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go down there.
他の人に回収させられないの？
Okay. Up we go, up we go, up we go. Oh, there's more. Alright. On to the next location. Oh boy.
あら、脇役の登場ね。
Right in the head.
ショーは続くわ。私にこれは必要ないでしょ。目標達成、当然の結果よ。
Oh, there you go, defeat the station's coyotes up.
終わらせる。
Okay, I kind of wasted that for nothing.
重要な物資。分かった。敵手。
Yeah, but yeah, okay. I got a locator right there.
目標の排除を確認。ちょっと頑張りすぎちゃったか。
Right, next stage. Ta-da! Professor Ferdia can take it from here. I didn't keep you waiting too long, did I? Oh, do you remember to grab those interruptible power supplies? We picked up as many as we could find en route. Will these be enough? They're real fucking heavy. These are perfect. I never had been able to carry these myself. Gee, I wonder why. All thanks to you, Adjutant. You're living up to that reputation of yours. If you're trying to impress me, it's working. Freya, you left us hanging in the breeze at that rendezvous point for a real long time. Nita, come over here. This might interest you. Freya whispered a few words into Nita's ear and she lit up like an overly excitable Christmas tree. You do make some very reasonable points. Let's put this behind us. When you piss people off on a regular basis, you really do have to learn how to get them back on your side again afterward. Freya seemed to have been getting plenty of practice. Then again, she's playing it on a fairly easy difficulty setting. It's hard for anyone to stay angry at someone who's obviously sweet and well-meaning. I'll take a Gagap gift card. You know, the Niflheim collection is good this season. One of their works surprised me. Crate of Mimmer soda. The kind with the widgets that make the cans colder. Order accepted. If you're happy, then I'm happy. Wednesday and Fanny seem very comfortable giving Freya these weirdly specific requests. This clearly wasn't the first time this had happened. Nada for me. Adjutant, I didn't expect our mercenary natures to have rubbed off on you quite this fast. Nah, I'm just kidding. All right, we got a mission to take care of. Where do you go at? Who do we go after first, Adjutant? Coyotes or the light chasers? Both. Why not both? Adjutant, can you give my take? I'm not trying to make excuses for the coyotes or anything, but why would they even want that thing? All that thing does is spread tangent, and you can't even sell it anywhere. You'd be caught right away if you tried. Seems like you know a lot about those places. I just heard about them. Right. Adjutant! News! I just got confirmation. These group of light cheats are near here. Talking to Beatrice again? You tell her to stop hanging around with those light chasers or sickos. Benny, you know it's not that simple for her. She feels bad enough anyways, without me sticking the boot in. Oh, speaking of the devil, she's calling right now. Adjutant, should I take the call? Okay, go ahead. Freddie, oh, you have people with you? Let me introduce you to everyone, Beatrice. These are my Heimdall Force colleagues. Oh, and of course, that's the adjutant. You know, the ones everyone's been talking about? Younger than you thought, right? Yeah, younger than people thought. Yeah. Damn it. Out of Coke. Heimdall, adjutant. Oh, Benny's there? I have to meet her quick. Dietrich has told us to get ready for another hunt. It'll be even worse than last time. They're insisting I go with them. Pretty up, Benny, are you in the containment zone? I could really use some help. Here with. Excuse me. She was halfway through her sentence when a second voice cut her off. Beatrice? Who are you talking to? Sorry, I have to go. The coordinates. You panic and cut the call. I had no more idea what was going on that I had when the call had started. Freddie, answer me this. Why does that girl keep mentioning my name? Benny Golden, the world famous esports idol, has to ask a silly question like that. Wait. Esports idol? Huh. Okay. Beatrice is a fan. Oh? One of my fans? Real one, I hope not like fake fanboy Steven over here. Hey, you take that back. I ain't fake. She's always been Benny this and lying to Olympia stat. I'm pretty sure she mentioned having a closet full. I'm pretty sure she mentioned having a closet full of your merch somewhere or other. Well, I guess she can't be all bad. Why are we talking about this? Oh, right, Light Chasers, another hunt. Didn't their last hunt trigger some kind of military crackdown? Punishment was meted out, no doubt. For the first time that I can remember, the color drained from Freddie's face. Punishment doesn't work like that. Okay. Can't really make out what the... Okay, hold on. What do you mean they're starting another hunt? What does a light chaser hunt look like? Nobody told you? These spoiled rich kids see themselves as aristocrats or something like that. They sneak into the containment zone and murder people for sport. Oh joy. These rich folks want to kill people for the fun of it, for sport. So we'll be investigating the light chasers first then. We see if there's anything we can do to get Beatrice out of there. Light chasers first, yes, obviously. What else we're going to do if that's what these light chasers are planning. Well, like someone under... Oh, Jesus. Text is going fast. The moment just before the lights got. When the screaming peaks. It's like fine wine. Subtle notes, inflections. How the last glimmer of hope gets extinguished. How the fleeting end fades out of their eyes. It's all awesome! Everything is awesome! Oh, jeez. Surprised he wasn't a character from the Lego movie. I just saw the first Lego movie. That was alright. Didn't really see the second one, though. No! No, please no, I'm begging you, please just let me go! I'll give you anything, money, inhibitors! I can give you inhibitors, please don't! The combat drone dropped from the sky with the hail of machine fire, shredded the pleading woman into a bloody pulp. Oh, dude! What are you doing? Oh god, my sister! Oh god! What the other girl? Your sister had to leave us. Your sister has had to leave us. I'm afraid she won't be able to participate further in this particular competition. I'd suggest running faster than she did. Could help your chances a little. With the smallest of gestures, Dietrich raised his right pinky, and a swarm of combat drones appeared behind him. I wouldn't abandon hope just yet. Look, I left the hangar door open just for you. A metaphor for hope, perhaps. You really should have started running already. As these drones pushed their prey, armed with coyote soldiers have arrived, shot down drones. So I'm not. Oh jeez, the sound effects. I apologize, but yeah. As Dietrich's drones pursued their prey, armed coyote soldiers arrived and shot down several drones, so unarmed scavengers could escape. Do you have any idea how much that drone cost? Awfully expensive thing to just be smashing up like that. Light Chaser, Coyote Alpha has you in his sights. Don't think you can just leave these camps? I'm dying. I'm sorry, this is just too funny. But I am presenting itself willingly before the hunter, unable to see through even the simplest of tricks. Coyote Alpha, was it? Okay. Plenty of space on the list. No reason I can't add another name. When the Heimdall force and I arrived, the Coyotes and the Light Chaser were locking in one-sided shootout. In reality, it wasn't a shootout. It was more like a game where lives were scored like points. Light Chasers utilized advanced drones to dominate the airspace, suppressing the Coyote counterattack from all fronts. It was clear that the Light Chasers had taken notice of our arrival. They suddenly ceased attacking the Coyotes as the figure perched up high vanished in an instant. All that remained before us was a group of incensed Coyotes, left injured and with their comrades sacrificed. Perhaps in their eyes, Yigish old stooges like us weren't all that different from the Light Chasers. Switch to non-lethal ammo, prepare for combat. So this is what the sleepers are for. Alright, so we got about let's see here. 3 stages, another cutscene, another 3 cutscene, 2 and a boss and a cutscene. Alright. Alright, let's go with this.
指示を手早く片付ける。
To beat the station coyotes.
目標達成。
Look up there. That's Coyote's alert or radar. Might look like a crude, outdated model, but if we don't destroy that thing, we're in big trouble.
また出るだろうからよく覚えておいて。予備は十分にある。
Penetrate the Coyote.
目標の排除を確認。役に立たない。準備完了。
Is this one of the Light Chaser's drones? Flimsy cowards that hide behind screens while toying with people's lives. Disgusting. Yeah, I know the feeling.
目標達成。指示を待つ。お望み通りこの嵐を終わらせてやる。
Alright. Next stage.
指示を手早く片付ける。
Take it. It didn't look like that big far away. Now that they're on the wall, the holes in. Think about these contamination walls. Must be 700 kilometers long. The company built this just a half a year. They're sure efficient. I'll give it that. Yeah, they don't even care at all about those folks who couldn't make it out in time.
敵手。目標の排除を確認。弱点か。やっほー。見つかった。ごめんごめん。目標達成。指示を待つ。さあ、ここから大マジシャンテスのアンコールだよ。
Yes, you're a magician, all right.
まだまだ平気。
Up we go.
まばたきでちょっとしたトリックだよ。まだまだ平気。よかった。みんなと一緒なら何にも怖くないよ。
Right, we're only here to see where it's going. Those scavengers are trying to make a living here. Don't pull any weapons on them. As for the coyotes, though, take it as many as you can to save yourself. Oh hey, weren't you looking for me? That makes it nice. That makes it nice for a change.
余裕だったね。サプライズ見ちゃう？
Alright, next stage. Oh. Oh yeah, now we're stuck with Nita, okay. Hey, do you guys feel like the coyotes are getting more and more aggressive? Can that mean the target we're looking for is with them? Ain't no rush, we haven't ruled out those light shooters yet. They're baddies over here if you ask me. Alright. Bring it. Come on. There we go. Activate the elevator.
いいね、役に立ちそう。何？ここを押すの？ここは終わった。聞いてるの？
Is there any other place over there?
面倒なやつが来たもんだ。
Here we go.
やったー！もらってくよ。試練せろ。
Alright, where are you? Oh, I see you. I see you! Wow, that guy's dumb.
ムキになっちゃってどうすんの？今すぐぶっ飛ばしてやる。 包帯を巻いておいて。面倒なやつが来たもんだ。
Oh, oh boy.
時は来た。破壊シーンまた始めるんだ。
Alright.
ここは終わった。聞いてるの？これからも頑張るから今度も連れてってよ。
Next stage. Does nobody recognize me anymore? What the hell is ye up to? Nearby threats neutralized. Minimal casualties, Steven. We did it like you said. We patched a couple of civilians who got caught in the crossfire. Did what we could. You made writing up your debriefing report a whole lot more difficult. Standard practices. Just go and guns blazing. Hope you know what you're doing. That'll be fine. It's not an issue. It was the right call. As far as I'm concerned, anyways. Never said it wasn't the right thing to do. You know, that wasn't my point. That's all the parameters configured. Follow the timestamps back. Linear linking protocol. Reverse that then. The little demons, they're still using Ember. Well, if that's what they were doing, we could just... Adjutant! They spoofed the network protocols using fake timestamps. I wrote those protocols myself. The light chasers we saw weren't actually here. They were holographic projections, cutting edge tech, very realistic. The coordinates Beatrice sent led here. Could it really? Beatrice worked out what she was up to. That's what you're thinking? That really would be bad. We need to find Beatrice. Fredia, is there any way to determine their location? I can do it, leave it to me. There's no rush. I have one more thing to ask you. I discreetly asked Fredia about various technical details, confirming a few possibilities. We light chasers made a pledge, Beatrice. Or did you forget? A pledge to strive for brilliance. I remember. Never did know what you meant, Dietrich. Where's the brilliance in hunting people for sport? The Heimdall Force are off fighting titans, and we're striving for brilliance by killing people at random. People? Their Javos is so dregs count as people in your eyes? Those touching corrupted count things are people? The viewers on the live stream clearly don't have any problem with the hunts. Do you know how many followers we picked up during a single hunt? 500,000! We share in this brilliance, all of us light chasers. No one can say the Heimdall Force shines brighter. Was this not what you wanted? Beatrice, how much blood have I shed in the name of our ideals? You repay me like this. Enough. I can't keep piling criticism on you. The light chasers are our child. Yours and mine, our shared creation. Anyway, you have the designs for my service ready by next month. I've been told I can't use the family laboratory anymore. Not after what happened last time. Well, think of something then. You always think of something. I should go greet our guest. They've come such a long way. Hey, the punk's over here. Don't even think about trying to run off again. That was utter close. Good thing I'm not here. Just a hologram. Wouldn't have to give you such a thrashing otherwise. You want some, do you? What the hell? Oh, whole place is so confused. Exquisite. Life's little pleasures. Miss Fredia Ignis, you've been attempting to track us through Ember? It should go without saying that as Ember's creator, I look on you as a respected equal. Quite why wouldn't have thought that we would have upgraded Ember. I really can't fathom. The Beatrice rewrote the code herself. Ember has been such a gift. We light chasers really must thank you. Without Ember, our drones could never grace the skies of this containment zone. Dietrich has raised the act of being intentionally irritating in the form of high art. I was impressed to see Virdia keep her cool, squinting for the briefest of moments before replying. Oh, really? If Beatrice is working on it, I have to raise my game. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Dietrich, is that true? You would be the adjutant. I've been hearing so much, no doubt. I, good sir, am Dietrich. Pleasantries aside, I have asked the adjutant, why would you choose to bring Heimdall Force operatives to disrupt an elegant pastime like this glorious hunt? We're investigating the theft of Brisingamen on the orders of Director Tao. Brisingamen? What might that be? Company property. I hope we can expect your full cooperation. Adjutant. You seem to have the wrong end of the stick. Company property? That would make it my property. How can I steal something that already belongs to me? Since it comes to this, let's not embarrass each other. What do you say, Adjutant? I do have to ask you not to brandish Director Tao's name at me. That would be in your best interest. A drone landed softly before us, where it popped up from I wasn't really sure. Miss Ignis, you'll do the honors. I hereby give you permission to review its contents, including the timestamp data from our last few Light Chasers live streams. That should sate your curiosity, sweet adjutant. All those peoples caught up in their hunts. Okay. As I understand it, company regulations require us to bring you to headquarters for questioning. Pardon? No way! Are you serious? The communicator on the rest of my chime. The communicator on the rest of my suit chimed. A message from Caroline on the screen. No Light Chasers captives, release them now. She used 3 exclamation marks. I take the look from on your face. I take from the look of on your face. You're having a change of heart. My heart drowned, sunk with the weight of 3 little exclamation marks. Frida hooked her gear and drone, worked her way through the footage, retracing the Light Chaser's steps. And gentle shake of her head, Dietrich was telling the truth. Whoever took the Brazen Gammon, it wasn't the Light Chasers. Hey, Adjutant, that's it? You're gonna be a coward? I'll do it. I'll take responsibility after this mission is over. I know it sucked. Little Sunshine, did you implant the virus? Yep, it's all done. Now you can pinpoint their coordinates within the containment zone anytime. Steven! You little dirty brat! You brat! Are you looking for trouble, Master Dietrich, since you bored at work? Yes. I really cut off Dietrich's communication signal. Adjutant, the signal point's here. It should be within 15 meters. We surrounded the building, firing shots to break up the other Light Chasers. When those rich kids heard our gunshots, they scattered like birds. However, we didn't take our eyes off of our target. I finally discovered Master Dietrich cowering among the heap of dusty shelves. He was laying down on his stomach, top of broken cement blocks, and had covered himself with a filthy tarp. Kick his ass or grab him by the collar and lift him up. Both seem like good choices. I'm gonna do a coin toss on that one. Nope. Alright, we're gonna grab him by the collar. Well, what are you planning on doing? You're nothing more than a company lapdog, you! Up at the safety net of his hologram, defeating Rich Kid has lost his prior composure. Left hook, right hook, or uppercut. Yeah, you know what? Dagger, uppercut! Left hook! Right hook. Oh, we turn him into a bloody pulp. Oh yeah, you deserve that one. You're really something, Steven. What is something? Yeah, I could do this all day. You just wait. Oh, you just wait. Fury replaced his panic. I could clearly see a vein popping out of his forehead as he descended into hysteria. Why are you in such a hurry? You thought this was the end. Wait a second. The vein vanished in an instant. Watching him so quick. The vein vanished in an instant. Watching him so quickly switch between rage and fear was pretty comical. If you dare, let it figure on me. My father won't stand for it. I am the one and only son of the Addams family. Think this through. Don't do anything stupid. I'm sorry. You're not related to Morticia or Gomez Adams, or even Fester Adams. Although, come to think of it, too, I think Wednesday may have shared the same codename as the other Wednesday from the Addams family, too. Huh, wow. Didn't know I made that connection. Oh, damn, my mind is blown. Oh, man. Okay, anyways. Nita. Is it finally my turn to play? Don't go too overboard. Just make sure he's still breathing. The Addams family must have extremely advanced medical facilities that can cure any injury. Don't forget to send a support message when you're done. You think I don't know? How manly, Adjutant? I've been itching to get my hands on him this whole time since I haven't roughed up oh, hang on. Oops. Okay, I've got this. I've been itching to get my hands on him this whole time since I haven't roughed up a sandbag like him in a while. I'll worry about the consequences later. Time to blow off some steam. This is something back. Smash him. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so another 3 cutscene, and then, yep, okay. Halfway done. Alright, I think I've grinded up Mia there, so sprint her.
指示を手早く片付ける。
I mean, well, so far OBS doesn't crash, although it did dip a few frames here and there. Then it dropped networks. Okay, so we're doing good. So doing good, not like last time.
私の番かな。
There we go.
楽勝じゃ。
Oh.
くらえ。みんなキラキラしたものが好きなんだね。リミッター解除。
Oops.
くらえ。
Stamina. There we go.
先の展開マジ楽しみ。
Alright. And it's all the way back there.
みんなキラキラしたものが好きなんだね。
Okay. Oh. Break through the encirclement.
エネルギー回復 100%!
If the light chasers weren't behind the Brigsman theft, stealing company property is nothing new for them. Oh, I ain't got enough proof yet. Don't just jump to conclusions. How we gonna meet up the Coyote Alpha of theirs? Wouldn't he be hiding somewhere of theirs?
一気にドーンって装填しちゃう
Yeah. They're dead already.
私はね、あんたの賞賛だけで十分なのよ。
Next stage.
指示を手早く片付ける。
Carefully open the box.
敵視目標の排除を確認。
And you fall, you're doomed.
重要な物資分かった。
These drones look exceedingly familiar. Definitely a useful trap, but for us, the guys are pretty much experts on stealing our staff. Yeah. Not that I meant that we should look around and see if there's anything suspicious like lying.
目標達成。
If we get a good step their energy supplies, things would not be easier for us. Check out the Coyote heavy weapon. Set the Coyote energy components up. Back down.
足手まといなんてごめんよ。
Stamina. Gemmin.
重要な物資分かった。
Defeat the hammer.
また出るだろうからよく覚えておいて。
Beat who?
どう？あんたは私だけ見てればいいの。
Alright. One more stage and then another cutscene.
分析員、私から目を離さないでくれ。
Defeat the trumpet. Alright.
敵手、目標達成。指示を待つ。
Handle doing bronze sharpening up. Stop coming. Stop posing. Come give me a hand.
どう？あんたは私だけ見てればいいの。
Oh wow, we finished this mission pretty fast. Oh wow, I apologize. So, then again, I am using max level D units. So there's that. Hold up! Knock it off! Will you stop running away? Having needed calling after her only made the poor woman run that much faster. We picked up at the pace, ran her to the ground. Yeah, what do you think you're doing, ignoring me like that? Easy, Nita, calm. Let me, with an easy smile, Benny turn on the charm. Relax, relax, we're not gonna hurt you. Just need to ask you a few questions. You helped us before? Gave us the medicine? That was me, yes. Do you remember? That's good. Ask then. What do you want to know? Coyote Alpha. Is someone nearby? One mentioned the Coyote Alpha and her eyes flashed with terror. It was obvious she wanted badly to run now. Don't know, can't tell you, ask someone else. The Vulture. Esther. Is she still with him? You know the Vulture? Adjutant, give me a minute alone with her. Some things, need to know basis. Alright, do what you need to do, Nita. Alright, you, over here. Nita took her over to You took her... Oh, shit. You took her over to a spot just out of earshot, and within moments, the woman dropped her guard. The two of them hugging briefly. What they talk about those next few minutes, I do not know. And then, with a firm pat on the shoulder, Nina let the woman go and wandered back over to us. Worked. Good thing I still knew the secret password. Was worried they might have changed it. There's the password? What is it? The password is... password. Okay, I'm joking, it wouldn't be that. Wouldn't be much of a password, but I tell you a lot. Don't try to argue with me, alright? I got what you wanted. Situation's pretty much what we thought. Yee. Coyote Alpha. He's got his people operating near here. He does now, yeah. They didn't use to come into the camps, not until recently. It's a turf war. Coyote on coyote stuff. Oof. So we're in the middle of internal affairs. Got it. Coyote on coyote. The coyotes fight amongst themselves? Well, like I said, internal affairs. Seriously? Come on, Adjutant. How many coyotes are there? You think they're all live here inside the containment zone elf? Like one big happy family? He's on the rise. He's taking more and more territory. He probably has more than anyone else at this point. His lot, the coyotes who follow him, they don't do extortion. Most coyotes make the locals pay protection money. He's lot don't. Did you ask how we can find our way over to where he's basing himself? What do you think? Just follow me, alright? Mic check 1, 2. Light Chaser. Professor Joseph, are the weapons ready? I'm working on it. Jigsaw's weapon security system is only getting harder to crack. We need to do this quick and clean. Why am I telling you that, Joseph? If anyone knows it's you, if anyone knows it's you, whatever we do, they're going to find out sooner or later. Time Belt Force has been after me for a while already. Oh, they're here. Huh? Are they turning back? They've been making a point of going easy on our friends. Might be worth me going down and talking to them. They could just be here for the weapons. Let me go talk to them, Yi. Whether they're here to cause trouble for us or not. If you're serious as you say, don't show them any weakness. What we're doing has to come first. Yeah. Are you sure we haven't just got? Oh shit! Sorry, can't even talk. Are you sure we haven't gone? Are you sure we haven't just gone round in a circle? Arg, that's strange. Is this where the Light Chasers held their hunt? Operatives of the Heimdall Force, Coyote Alpha is the law here. Why did you come? The Brazen Gammon was stolen. We're here to find it. The Brazen Gammon? Never heard of it. Stolen in a convoy ambush. Attackers were dressed as coyotes. We could show you the footage. Got nothing to do with us. I can promise you that. We can't be responsible for every last coyote. That's not how coyote things, that's not how this coyote thing works at. You already know that. The other coyotes aren't capable of cracking down company security lockouts. You can prove that? I assume you have evidence that backs that up. Mic check 1, 2. Joseph has a point. He might have a point. He also has that vehicle mount machine gun that he's holding. It's a wildfire. We only issued those to security department personnel. Interesting. Coincidence. You can prove that. I assume you have evidence that backs that up. Doesn't matter anyway. Stolen company property. We have to follow protocol. Launch an investigation. What might you mean by investigation? I would mean that that Coyote Alpha and yourself would be needing to come to Yugoslav HQ for questioning. You have to follow protocol. Tell yourself what you need to tell yourself. We could have done this the easy way. Joseph, stop this, please. Just tell him before this goes any further. Nothing left to say. Lads, prepare to fire. Chief, make the call. Do it! Just do it! Nothing else we can do. All units, flanking maneuvers. Help these employees understand how things work around here and what it means to come at the coyotes. Open fire! Yep. Now peace talks has broken down. We gotta fight. Yep, and there's 2 more stages and the boss fight and a cutscene. Almost gone through this for an hour and a half.
分析員、私から目を離さないでくれ。目標達成、指示を待つ。
Yep. We're sending enemies across the bridge, up. We're following the adjutant's order and going after them.
予備は十分にある。目標の排除を確認。
Alright. Take the elevator.
役に立たない。
Alright.
Containment 準備完了。目標の排除を確認。準備完了。また出る。予備は十分にある。待て。一時待機。目標達成。指示を待つ。役に立たない。
どう？あんたは私だけ見てればいいの。
Alright. Next stage.
指示を手早く片付ける。
Beat the enemy pocket. I'll be the one to deal with that suspension bridge.
目標の排除を確認。目標達成。
Beat the enemy blockade to complete. Lower the suspension bridge. Come on.
待て。一時待機。敵手。
Oh boy. Given how much you're resisting, do you think that Breezy Gamma was really still on down? Yeah, right. Gotta be some mix-up. Nina, you're getting too emotionally invested in this. Later, there are massive enemies approaching.
全てを全て。役に立たない。予備は十分にある。また出るだろうからよく覚えておいて。
Oh, yeah, that's the mission.
私はね、あんたの賞賛だけで十分なのよ。
Alright. Alright, before we fight Joseph. Let's see here. Swap for Haru. Ah, shit. Am I really out of money? Alright. Shit. This is what happens when I do my dailies. Ugh. Okay, well, I thought I had more than that. Okay. Now can I use my gems? Hey, Alpha's territory. Direct team of wall buffer. Joseph the Bison. Dynamic force officer. Focus on maneuvering. Don't control. We'll be sending a crash to Max.
予備は十分。無理をするな。
この
どけ！このバカ、いつまで見てるつもりだ！今だ！
バッドエンドにつながる要素を排除する。
私たちを阻める者はいないな、分析。
Alright, cutscene time. Suddenly, a cluster of electromagnetic light waves brighter than the sun itself shot out in the front of our eyes. Like a blossoming hope, the light continued to expand, falling everything on the platform. Once they pulled me into a gap in the wall, and we escaped through a demanding shockwave amidst a sky full of light. Did Freddy actually do that? Miss Freddy Ignis, at your service. The things I can do in a pinch. Did I do that? What the fuck? Joseph! All the guns have been jammed. They won't fire. Joseph's suit wasn't responding either. Its circuitry burned out by the surge. Pah! I never seen anything like that, Chief. Never seen anything like it, Chief. It's fine, Joseph. Esther, give the signal. Let's head down there. Ariana, Chief. Honestly, Coyote Alpha was rather different from what I expected him to look like. Silvery brown hair, fringe hanging over a face that seemed too young. He almost looked like a bratty kid, almost. Adjutant, right? Let's talk. You show me your hand, I'll show you mine. Cards at the table, if you will. Doesn't really look like you have any cards left to pull on the table. Come with us to headquarters, you and Joseph. Do it willingly. I'm not looking for trouble. I got no trouble, so if you got no trouble, Adjutant, look around you. I look around me, there were people everywhere all of a sudden, in every corner, on every staircase on the platform. Must have slipped in without us noticing. Cuddies and other scavengers looking types, old men, young boys, little girls with their grandmothers. Not one of them said a word, but their judgment crushed me. I rule this place. The Alpha gives the signal and his call is answered. They cross the grasslands and deserts. You think you could take me from here? Are you counting on civilians in your army? The Coyotes aren't my army. They are simply a group of people unable to survive, huddling together for warmth. They will aid whoever gives them hope. Boss, since that's the case, don't waste your time talking to them. Everyone is helping us now. It's Esther. Adjutant. Am I pronouncing that right? Just to clarify, you said you're looking for something that you're calling brazen gammon? If I were to say, let's say, demonstrate that it had nothing to do with its disappearance, why not go through my communicator? I never so much used the word brazen gammon, let alone given the order to steal something called that. He handed his communicator to Freddy. She checked it. Seems like he was telling the truth. He hadn't ordered anyone else to steal the brazen gammon. At the moment, I had little suspicious sunshine implanted hidden. At that moment, I had little sunshine implant a hidden GPS virus in Yee's communicator. Any other inquiries regarding my coyotes, Adjutant? And the stolen weapons and equipment. They were melted down the scrap iron by your electromagnetic pulse. They can no longer harm you, and they hold no recycling value. And that's everything. Can we back down from this standoff of ours now, Mr. Adjutant? My coyotes have shown you their teeth, but they have also shown you their compassion. We could keep going as long as we've been, each of us spilling the other's blood and getting nothing. Doesn't seem in anybody's best interest, though. If you steal any more company property, I will find you. I don't know who you are, but I will find you. Sorry, I couldn't get the quote from Taken right, but yeah. That is a battle for another day, Adjutant. Do you agree that we should both lay down arms here? We have been able to use the sleepers on Yi, but it would be more beneficial to the company. Wasn't beneficial for me though. The real mission objective was to locate the Brazen Gammon. Yeah, you're right. I agree. We hadn't managed to recover the Brazen Gammon. I had fragments of information, half a clue here and half the thread there, but that was it. Esther, please try not to jump in like that in the future. Chief, you haven't thought about it? How many people will die if the fighting continues? Everyone follows the Coyote Alpha to survive. Do you still remember what Professor Joseph taught us? I just think we shouldn't be weak. Esther, looks like that's all finished up with. You hungry? We could go something to eat. Nita's calling you. He's nothing to me, not anymore. You know, I didn't want to give away the latest event that's currently going on right now, but I'm surprised Nita wasn't brought in, considering, well, she was in the latest chapter. But not the way you may think. I'm not going to give away too much details, but yeah. Esther left with Yi and didn't bother looking back. Esther. So what you're saying to me is we found nothing, not a single lead. Please submit an expense report for this gigantic amount of ammo and gear we just wasted. Would it help if we paid for the bullets? No. Anyway, you're not the one who has to face the higher ups. Here, coffee. I brought you coffee. Caroline's delicate face was overtaken by exhaustion. This Brazen Gammon situation. The boss is really worked up about it, and I don't know why. You're going to have to keep looking. She's talking about taking over the investigation herself. None of us want that. The message you sent me, Caroline. Those Lysers are all kids from really wealthy families. Half of them are the company's executive kids. You didn't know that? I've been covering for you while you investigated them, but you have to take it easy on them. We're employees. You can't be sticking your nose where it isn't wanted. Can't be sticking your nose where it isn't wanted. You didn't do something to Dietrich, did you? Your mission reports are all missing relevant information about him. Seems like you guys are up to something. Wasn't anything too serious. Just a few broken bones. He'll be fine after he spends some time in the medical pod. Not too bad. What? A few broken bones? Didn't I warn you? Oh, whatever. They won't do anything to you as long as the boss is around. Worst case. Caroline suddenly realized something. Wait a second. You wouldn't do something so impulsive before. Are you sure everything's alright? Everything's fine, don't worry. Anyway, knowing that brat got his ass kicked. I made my point. Go get some sleep, Adjutant. You feel better in the morning. The boss will be here any moment. Guess I'll be working overtime. You know, Caroline. Walking back to my quarters, I should have processed what had happened. As I recall Caroline's remark, I realized I wouldn't have done something like that before. I would have considered my own interests far more. How could someone impulsive, ignorant of consequences, climb up to the corporate ladder? It could have been due to the empathic. Yeah, it could have been due to the empathic ganglia, but I didn't need empathy. I didn't need justice. I needed surgery as soon as possible to remove this empathic ganglia before it affected me further. Oh jeez, I can't even speak. As I was in deep thought, something flashed in front of me. Was I hallucinating? I had to speak with Tal right away. And that's the chapter. Alright. Okay, so code cutscenes. The boss. Nope. Yeah, we're doing 15. Alright. Hour 15. Alright. On to the next chapter. Gate 7. And the stream of self-driving trucks passed through Gate 7 and drove onto the murk of the containment zone, carrying building materials and troops. Drones circled above, provided monitoring and guidance. Their signal lights and ersatz starscape. No one here has seen the stars in years. Not of all the light pollution. Tal was bringing a hammer down. Security, logistics, even R&D. Oh, jeez. Even R&D were there. Tightly organized, disordered horde. A mass congealed labor sliced and chopped, advancing from their garrisons outside the walls. In a single day, to put screening centers in the space between the walls and where the camps lay, on the flimsiest pretext, rounded people up and questioned them for hours about the brazen gammon. The entirety of the Yggdrasil enterprises was under Tal's control, like a well-trained bloodhound. In particular, the security department rolled out a series of initiatives within the containment zone, most notably their targeted strikes against Coyote Alpha and the Coyotes. I didn't even know how they managed it. When I was in charge, they didn't display such incredible talent. Steven, what is it? I've been affected more frequently recently. Can I ask when my surgery is scheduled for? Tal stopped what she was doing and glanced at the date. I'll try to schedule it as soon as possible. What's going on specifically? Tal put her head down and continued to work. I'm having hallucinations and nightmares. Nightmares? About anything in particular? I dream about a needle piercing to the back of my neck. Then some fluid is sucked out of my head. Tal finally put down her work, staring at me intently. However, she ultimately didn't say anything, asking a question instead. Anything else? I keep seeing a girl. A girl. When Tal heard a girl, she wore an expression I had never seen before. It was a reaction I wasn't expecting. Come with me, now. Visualize what you've been seeing. I put on a holographic helmet and started to recall this girl's appearance. She very much looked like this. As soon as I created a holographic image of the girl, I saw an unsettled look flash across Tal's face, only for a split second. How long has this been going on? Still, there was no emotion in her voice. It's been happening since I came back from the Mistletoe station. Steven, extracting cerebrospinal fluid is part of your treatment. Tal still wasn't even telling me the truth. She must have had her reasons. Your surgery would take place immediately after this mission. And I must stress something. Do not make any further inquiries into this girl, and don't mention this to anyone. Yeah. This isn't a request, it's a warning. Do you understand? Before I could answer, the alarm suddenly sounded. Boss, changed. The overrun the screening centers, overrun security. I need the adjutant. But when we did nanospectrum scans earlier, there were no signs of change activity. Boss, the source of the change isn't clear. Deal with them. Find out where they came from. Report it within the hour. Tal, check the chime. Steven, you can keep working. And work we do. Rescue. Okay, yeah, let's go what we got. Get what we got. Alright, the target location. Understood. Eliminate all threats at the start screening point. Defeat the change. 1 to 4. Good.
成瀬春出撃可能です。お安いご用だ。すべて想定内だ。休息もまた戦術のうちだ。
Decrease the level of contagion detected.
すべて想定内だ。
Resist the change onslaught.
お安いご用だ。任せてくれ。
Yeah, you still just sitting here waiting for the change to come to us. How about you get him out and deal with it all at once? I know you're in a hurry, but slow down a little. Read the mission objective properly. Oh no, there's more, but nope.
やはりこっちの方が落ち着くな。
Next stage. Sorry, there's something in my eye. Go off camera for a bit. Jeez, what do we even pay security for? Lane change walking the front door. The jacket. We've seen it before. Benny moved next to the body of the one that changed. Lifted a torn piece of cloth. We did. We saw it before. When? It took me a moment. They couldn't bring themselves to say what they both knew. Are you the one who gave us this medicine before? That was me, yes. You remember? That's good. Aston, what do you want to know? She helped us. What are we doing? She was exposed to Titan. This didn't need to happen. The Titans, all this they're doing. Wednesday, you know that's not true. The Titans can't carry the blame for everything. If security held on to Breeze and Gammon, if they hadn't gone into the camps like they did, if the Breeze and Gammon had never been built in the first place, every last one of your ifs can't be tracked back to the Titans. It's the root of our problems. Off among the factories and screening centers, a blast rang out. More pressing things to attend to. We dropped the argument. The people lined up at the screening centers fled, ran fast in whatever direction they could. We found ourselves submerged beneath the rushing tide of frightened humanity. I would have been swept away and crushed if Life, Benny, and Nita hadn't grabbed and surrounded me to keep me safe. Stepping an arm out of their wall of steel, I grabbed the first person I could get a hand onto. Held on for dear life. He gave up running and we questioned him. War! Coyote Alpha gave the word. War on Yggdrasil. He'll tear these walls right down and then come for you. Let go of me. Let go of me. Run! Every last one of your company running dogs will be put to the sword. While you still can. You don't have long. Coyote Alpha, give the word. It's over for you. He spat on us and he turned away and walked away. Not even bothered to look back. Yeah, fuck him too. He disappeared back into the sea of bodies, not carrying that mixed in with the... Oh fuck, I can't read that fast. He disappeared back into the sea of bodies, not carrying that mixed in with all the fleeing people were security department troops. Pretending he never so much as seen us. Nick called out after him, but he got no response. Ah, adjutant, sir. We didn't see you. This chaos. Report. What is this? Well, we went in too hard. We put them in a situation where they thought they had no other choice. They could stand and fight or die. The coyotes that we driven out came back, overrun the screening centers. They were screaming like, burn down Jaegersil and long live Coyote Alpha. That was how this started. Where are you guys going now? Aren't you supposed to be taking order? Me, sir. We lost the sergeant. We were trying to find him. Sir, with all due respect, you should get out of here. We can't fix this. Not anymore. You two turned away, disappeared into the flow of people. My communicator buzzed with a stream of call requests from Caroline. Adjutant, did I even need to tell you? We can see from your signal. We know you're close to where this thing is kicked off. You're gonna tell us to suppress the coyotes? I am. Boss is insisting to make an example of them. She says, put on a show that will be impossible for anyone to forget. Concerns about what this will do to the company's image are not the adjutant's responsibility. She said she pays other people to deal with that. Adjutant Stephen, I know what you're going to want to say. I know what you're going to say. Coyotes are mixed in with the civilians. Karen lowered her voice, seemingly trying to avoid nearby ears. The boss didn't say it outright, but she essentially meant to treat everyone equally. Still, there's a fine line. Either way, I'm just worrying too much, and you'll understand what I'm trying to say. She hung up, left it for me to tell the others. Tell them what it was we were going to have to do. When I finished speaking, everyone fell silent and stayed that way for a long time. Adjutant, it might be my fault. I mentioned implanting the virus in my report. When the security department asked me for the back door, I didn't think about it. Yeah, shit. They might have used that back door. How is this happening again? Implanting the virus was my decision, not yours. You weren't the one who made the mistake. I felt emotion similar to anger, but I wasn't sure it was my own or if it came from my empathic ganglia. I was no longer able to distinguish the difference. Okay, so alright, we're gonna have to stop the coyotes then. Good joy. And there's a Titan on the way as a boss. I'll change it later. I don't get it, Kenny. Effective suppression sure is a nice way of putting it. You mean Caroline was hinting at something else? Not Caroline. Whatever. Find the screen pointed occupied by the coyotes. Yeah.
敵手
Come on. Facility to the left. To the left, to the left. These security personnel are rather hungry to become captors among their captives. They should be kept a little longer and made to suffer.
戦艦破。予備は十分にある。
Alright. Rescue the security officers.
一時待機。
It's the Heimdall Force and the senior adjutant are finally saying retreat. Senior adjutant, a bunch of our guys are still stuck inside the warehouse. Will you mind following me? You want to lead away? You better keep your distance. Our bullets are huge from pro. Coyote is just too strong. It's not that we can give it our all. Isn't the turn so firing range limited? Can we go around the back? Oh, I guess that would work.
敵の増加を確認。目標達成。指示を待つ。
We won't make holding any longer. Oh, retreat. Hand over the field to the Heimdall Force.
交渉なら手合わせしてほしい。
Next stage.
分析員、私から目を
This
離
won't be
さ
the
ない
last
で
time
くれ
we see it here. I feel like seeing how confused you look, fine. But if you end up getting yourself in danger, don't expect to take care of everything. Find the coyote's hideout.
敵の増加を確認。弱戦艦。
Alright. Okay, defeat the coyotes.
準備完了。また出るだろうからよく覚えておいて。目標の排除を確認。
Is that it? Cool.
私たちを阻める者はいないな、分析員。
Alright.
分析員、私から目を離さないでくれ。
Find the coyote's hideout.
敵の増加を確認。目標の排除を確認。役に立たない。
この私があんたの後に出るなんて今回は許してあげるわ。
Hey, what's this? They're fighting amongst themselves? What a fight. Let them fight amongst themselves.
ショーは続くわ。目標達成。当然の
Is
結
this
果よ。
non-negotiable? Why are we negotiating mercy and defeat? When the enemy sees us, still shoot. Actually, can you please leave some, this some more? Why? Oh crap. Okay.
あんたら程度だ。あんたたちの出番は終わりよ。私にこれは必要ないでしょ。
私たちを阻める者はいないな、分析員。
Alright. Next stage. Cutscene. The Coyotes hadn't expected counterattack. Not this fast, and certainly not from Heimdall Force's operatives. Armor gleaming and countering like in a way of resistance. The operatives took back the screening centers. Grr. No one even tries to tell me we're doing the right thing here. The G's who invented Baldur inhibitors or the boss who lives in the penthouse don't care about the fates of those below them. And yet, is this your way of telling us how much you trust us? Mouthing off about the boss in front of all your colleagues? You aren't worried what you're saying might get back to her? Excuse me. Excuse me. Mia's eyes flashed with uncertainty. Wasn't enough to stop her though. If she was here, you think I wouldn't say the same thing to her face, huh? Not that you should go out of your way to tell her. Ha! The look on your face. Take a breath, Nita. Snitching to the boss would be very unbecoming. Not my style at all. Besides, Adjutant, do we really have to do it like this? Like this? You know what I'm talking about. What Caroline said. Make an example of them and put a show on that will be impossible for anyone to forget. We've taken prisoners. What are we supposed to do with them? Some of the coyotes fled during the fighting, with the rest throwing down their weapons. Once they knew they were surrounded. Once they had them under watch, worrying that they might have a surprise in store. We all know what the boss meant. So what do? Let the coyotes go and they would only rearm themselves, turn right around and come back at the company. Not what Tao was looking for. If I completely ignored Tao's orders, I would have to be prepared to pay the price. It was up to me to bear the weight of the decision. I arguably shouldn't have hesitated. Before I was able to voice my decision, a notification sounded on my communicator. Please respond. Shifting frequencies. Can you hear me now? Looks like the interference is getting worse. It's clear now. It's clear now, Caroline. What's the situation? It's a situation. No, two ways about that. You can forget about those coyotes for now. I mentally exhaled as a relief washed over me. There's been progress in the mission to recover the Brazen Gammon, Marion's team. I don't remember giving Marion those orders. What's going on? It's the boss. She ignored you and gave the mission order straight to Marion. What's going on here? She doesn't trust us at all. The boss signed it herself. It didn't go through me, and it's not like I can ask her why she does things as she does. Forget that now. Back to the topic at hand. Marion's team discovered clues leading to the Brazen Gammon. Or at least they were before they got ambushed. Adventus and a whole horde of change. We received Marion's distress call, then the comlinks cut out. Probably just interference. Same reason I had difficulty getting through to you before. I'm putting the entire Hanglos force on this. Relieve Marion's unit and ensure the leads they've uncovered aren't lost. That's everyone's top priority now. I already sent you the coordinates, Adjutant. Del makes it just... Caroline, come in. Caroline, can you hear me? It's strong. You're... Call cut out completely. I checked into the core system and sure enough, Tinygen levels has spiked while we had been talking. The interference has corrupted the coordinates data too. It was unusable. Frida, is there anything you could do with this coordinate data? Are you implying that I might not be able to find a location based on corrupted coordinate data? Gimme. Compared to what we have to the company database, use a little bit of that old Frida magic and the finishing touch, done. I'm sending the coordinates to you now. Edie told you I could do it, Adjutant. It looks like the coordinates, yep, they're not far from here. Alright, let's get going. Shit. Now we've done this. Hold on. Was it this one? Oh, yeah. Alright, we're right past this. Didn't give me an indicator, so... Okay, well, we're up to another cutscene. Alright. Let's see up north, down south left. It should be this way.
問題ない。行こう。
Fall for you is the navigation. That's a Titan. Calm down. One size is a piece of cake for me. can't just lose your cool instantly to see a Titan.
得意分野よ。目標達成。
I think Titan
ビューン
complete.
ってね。
Okay, well, that was fast.
お望み通りこの嵐を終わらせてやる。分析員、私から目を離さ
Actually,
ない
please
で
don't
く
worry.
れ。
I can still hold out. Actually, can you hear the voice, tone of her voice? You should trust her. Let's hurry.
敵手。
問題ない。行こう。その勇気は褒めてあげる。
3 shots. I think that was 2 or 3.
これって猫ババじゃないの。これで終わり？よ
Alright, it shouldn't be going.
し行こう。すべて嵐が連れ去った。
Search for Marion.
ウォーミングアップの時間だ。あら、役立つものがあるなんて珍しい。
Down below.
得意分野よ。
He's all the Adventist.
その勇気は褒めてあげる。焦らないで。すぐに終わる。これって猫ババじゃないの？暗号化もできないの？目標達成。ビューンってね。
Alright. Marion's free. Too bad it's not Modernium.
私たちを阻め
But
る
we're
も
on the
のは
wrong
ない。
team.
分析員。
Actually, where are we again? Could have sworn there was another. Oh, right. We're in a cutscene now. Snow began to fall. All sound faded away. Sound as a concept ceased to exist. That's how it felt, anyways. A powerful foreboding washed over me, made worse by a sudden howl from the core system that pierced the silence. The snow kept falling, and a tiny point in space, a point so tiny as to be completely undetectable, collapsed on itself. Gigantic limbs reached out of that collapsing points. Limbs made of some unidentifiable material. Reaching out to see this happen was enough to make a person faint. Perspective warped, perception bent and flexed, and the Titan came into view. Mic check 1 2. Terribly sorry to bother you. Would I be right in thinking you're the adjutant? Carrying the Titan close, hearing that what I heard, the experience had knocked my mind. Spinning back to a memory, the first time I've seen a Titan. I've been busy working until now. I finally have the chance to meet with you officially. Ah, I'm Marion Andreotti. Thank you for your timely aid. With that already rather formal introduction out of the way, young woman offered me a slight curtsy and then lowered her in a gentle bow. All of it seemingly utterly natural and remarkable. If not too much trouble, would you mind taking a moment of your time to deliver my report? Of course not, please go right ahead. Her manners were infectious and I found myself speaking of florid pleasantries. Do you perhaps notice the shrines along the route as you made your way here? Shrines? Yeah, shrines. The floating constructions, they glow with a purple light. Their central sections bear a noticeable resemblance to a severely mutilated corpse. What? I'm terribly sorry. Forget I said anything. Slip up the tongue. Do you ever perceive a certain similarity between those shrines and the brazen gammon? Both emit large quantities of Titan. Both are fitted with remarkably similar control systems, complex enough for the similarity not to be a coincidence. Oh, I had no idea. If we'd known, we could have been avoided blowing them all up. Waste of valuable research materials. And I call myself a scientist. Freya, can you look into this relationship between the shrines and brazen gammon? Easy as pie, super basic stuff. Wednesday, do you have anything you might want to say to everyone? Who was it who decided to include those shrines on the list of things that I'm going to smash to pieces with high explosives just now, along with that Titan? Write my self-criticism for me, and I'll submit it to Caroline after we go back. Adjutant, I got something. I took a look. The shrine and brazen gammon both run on the same mechanism. From a technical perspective, their implementations of the same design both generate a cascading reaction, maintain its stability. Can't say I fully understand the underlying principles yet. We need to get my hands on the working shrine. If we want to find an undamaged shrine, I'm pretty sure the Adventists still have a few. They do? Makes sense to have more. I think the shrines are pieces of the brazen gammon removed and set up to operate as standalone units. They certainly would have had the opportunity to make a bunch. With your permission, Adjutant, I'd like to question the Adventists we are currently holding captive. He surrendered to us just now. I suspect he may be able to point us in the direction of the nearest shrine. It would be my pleasure to take this particular problem off your hands, Adjutant. Yeah, sure. Dr. Sabel. No need to not let her question him. What could go wrong? Ah! Wednesday and I had just gone out of the sweep area when a piercing scream rang over the communicator. It sounded like Benny. Steven, quick, Marion, she's been attacked. I thought she was. Ah, shit. I reached him. Benny already had the Adventist subdued back in his restraints. Oh boy. Marion was off to one side, seemingly unhurt. I can see, Adjutant, I'm quite alright. I really don't know what all this fuss is about. The locking restraint that the prisoner had been wearing were lying on the ground, intact, powerful electromagnetic restraints. He could have never gotten out of them by himself. How did this happen? I let him out. Why do you do something like that? You know how dangerous they are. Give him a little hope. All kinds of truths starts falling from his mouth. I really am fun, Adjutant. As far as I'm concerned, entries teach me lessons and bring me joy. Her words came with a warm smile. And Adjutant, I have permission you want. Okay. I'm not too sure that should be reassured or not. Let's see here. 3, 2, and okay, yep. We're about halfway finished. How are we doing for time? Okay, so 6 minutes and we reached the 2-hour point. Ah, shit, alright. This is what happens when I do my dealings. Alright, guess what I'm gonna use my last of my inhibitors. Let's see here. On 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, yeah, we should be okay. Okay. Alright, let's get going.
分析員、私から目を離さないでくれ。
Follow Freddy's navigation.
敵手。
Don't worry, please read it. I think I might have forgotten that. I think it's parameters. Aren't we looking for the advances? It's not that we're heading in the wrong direction.
全てを全て。目標の排除、予備は十分にある。
Alright. Search for supply crates up. Search for supply crates.
重要な物資。分かった。
The shrine is nowhere to be found. Search harder, we'll definitely find something. Alright.
役に立たない。
Third one, it's still nothing. The last one, we'll find it, the last one for sure. I don't know about the skill user 6%.
全ては目標達成。指示を待つ。重要な物資。分かった。
It can't possibly be empty.
敵を見下ろすのっていつも気持ちいいの。
Next stage.
指示を手早く片付ける。敵の増加を確
The
認。
event is on long way. Burn.
目標達成。指示を待つ。無理をするな。もう少しだ。すべて想定内だ。
Follow Freddy's navigation to track the shrine.
お安いご用だ。任せてくれ。
Stop fighting, all of you! Have one through return to track. Can you please control your violent tendencies? Stop fighting, all of you. Your shrine complete.
やはりこっちの方が落ち着くな。
Alright, next stage.
分析員、私から目を離さないでくれ。
Reach the river. It's the river below.
すべてすべて。役に立たない。予備は十分にある。
Sure, completed. To be the Adventist.
どきな。
coming.
敵手
Damn it, where did that come from? If you pissed this thing off, it just came straight at us.
目標の排除を確認お望み通りこの嵐を終わらせてやる
Alright, cutscene time. Yep. Sorry about that. Titans really seem to have taken a liking to us today. Something's off. It's all the little ones too. Very different from the bigger Titans. Nothing like Ymir. Nothing like Ymir. How does Ymir look different to? How does Ymir look different to you guys? Ymir's enormous, beautiful, dangerous, evil. You can basically tell right away when you see them. It's like some kind of innate difference. Actually, please hide behind me when the time comes. As our leader, you can't be the first. You can't be the first to go down. I'm not joking. Wait, Adjutant. Do you think this might have to do This might have something to do with the shrines? Frida was repeatedly slapping the shrine that Nita was carrying for emphasis. Alright, we just passed the 2-hour mark. Will you knock it off? I carried this whole way here. You break it by treating it like a drum. Easy, Nita. The cascading reaction isn't running. The mechanical components are locked up. It's all totally safe. As long as it doesn't start spraying me with Titagen, I end up changing and I'm blaming you. Manifestations can't end up change. The worst that could happen would be you get flooded. Excuse me. Frida, you were saying something has something to do with the shrines? All these little Titans showing up. You didn't notice? Each time we run to a Titan, they appeared right next to a shrine. Huh? Why did he do that? If you noticed that, how come you let me keep carrying this thing and didn't say anything? You're stronger than we are. Rational allocation of human resources. That's not my point, and you know it. Adjutant, if Frida is right, Death Stranding is bringing danger right down to our heads. Worse, if we take it out of the containment zone, we could end up with Titans attacking the walls from the outside. They're all sheltered up ahead. We can call Caroline from here. Each time the Titan gen levels in the containment zone go up, it gets harder to punch a comms signal through the interference. A network of Giger Soul built shelters, died containment zone elf. Built to get around the particular problem with a powerful broadcast antenna, the shelter is permitted communication through the heavy interference. The antenna did the trick and we established a link with Caroline. You made it to shelter number 3? Is anybody hurt? No, we're fine. Marion picked up a few scrapes. She's up to her old tricks then. Caroline didn't look surprised. She looked like she had a headache coming on, but she didn't look surprised. I should have said before, try not to let Marion out of your sight. That girl has never once come back from an operation uninjured. Anyway, get me up to speed, Adjutant. We got our hands on a shrine. Okay. Frida is pretty convinced these shrines are units taken from the inside the Risen Gammon, set up to run independently. Okay, you're bringing it back, right? We could try to track down a few more first, maybe. Let me ask the boss. The call cut out, but a moment later, she was back. No need, one shrine is enough, and you don't need to know why before you ask. There's an issue. The shrine attracts Titans. Are you sure we can bring one out of the containment zone? They attract Titans? Ah! Adjutant, bring it back. Titans can attack the walls from the outside. So, I've given you your orders. We'll be waiting in the camps. What are really these call caught out again. Tao had hung up on me though. And it started snowing inside the shelter. It was snowing inside the shelter. Large flakes were passing right through 60 millimeters of solid metal, roofing and slowly but surely filling the narrow shelter. Is this? Careful, adjutant. There's no time. The core system alert rang out. Rings at their absolute maximum. This is an omen. The enemy is here. I've seen this all before, where I couldn't stay. When this blew in all directions, remember me, brothers. Okay. Let's get through these quick. And the cutscene in a boss. Quick way to the viaduct.
目標の排除に進む。予備は十分にある。役に立たない。補給は回収した。準備完了。
Avoid combat, avoid combat. You have to deal with these heroes, they're titans. Are you really are a total maniac?
私たちを阻める者はいないな、分析。
Alright. Next stage.
指示を手早く片付ける。
問題ない。行こう。
Half hour. My leg is not going to make it. You seem running a few more steps for us the same distance. I can help you if you... Nani? Am I being bullied? Yeah, you really are brutal.
その勇気は褒めてあげる。焦らないで。すぐに終わる。
Oh, I gotta reach the meeting point. Oh, okay, yeah, we have a time limit. Run and gun. Although, if we're not exactly overpowered, I think running might be the best bet.
あら、役立つものがあるなんて珍しい。その勇気は褒めてあげる。あら、役立つものがあるなんて珍しい。目標達成。ビューンってね。
Okay.
私には使わないでしょ。その勇気は褒めてあげる。焦らないで。すぐに。これって猫ババじゃないの
？Actually, I should have used my special.
次は全力を出させてよね。
Looks like they've already left the contaminated sections. Gate 7 is up ahead. I'm impressed you managed to keep up, Adjutant. Managed to keep up is the height of my ambitions at this point. I need a breather. Little Sunshine, you can't even outrun the Adjutant. It's all this equipment so heavy. Just look at the Adjutant's gears. It's clearly way heavier. His breathing was rag. Her face is blushed red. Adjutant, over here, over there. Security brought the big guns. I looked where Wednesday was pointing to see several lines of defense mounting in front of the Gate 7, with fortifications stretching on for hundreds of meters. They had heavy weaponry I'd never seen them before, cutting-edge stuff. Must have been designed specifically for dealing with the bigger titans. Using my helmet's telescopic feature to take a look, I spotted Tao and various other useful executives I'd never seen before in the command center at the end of... never seen before in the command center at the end of the perimeter. The scale of it won't be enough. Not if a real Titan's coming. I was about to ask what she meant with a terrible chill swept over me. Adjutant, you felt that too? Yeah, I did. You, me, and the core system. The snow had been falling fast, so fast the route to the wall blocked up before our eyes. There was no way though. There's no way through. It felt like something was sending us a message. Snow. Adjutant. The road ahead disintegrated. Lampposts bent and warped. Heavy trucks took flight. Everything was weightless and upward bound. I immediately felt the chill run down my spine. Emer. Everyone take cover. Prepare to engage. A massive, beautiful, and inexplicably humanoid creature machine. It suddenly appeared before us, blocking the route back. Did it come for the shrine too? Adjutant, be there and get yourself behind me, as far back as you can. We have to pull back to the buildings. We're out in the open here. The operators surrounded me, shielded me, but what kind of shield was a human body against the Titan's might? Blood splashed from muzzles, shattered against the Titan's carapace, with all the impact of gentle waves lapping over the surface of the stony beach. They left no trace at all. This thing had no place within the natural world. Its existence ridiculed us, mocked our pretensions of understanding it, our belief in the possibility of meaning. How could little blood-filled bags of meat stand against the giant of frozen realm and earn anything but ridicule and death? Fenny, the inhibitors, I need all of them, and I need them now. Vesla, you're doing this again, triggering the apotheosis. There's nothing else. This is the price we have to pay. Emer shifted onto the offensive. Charge forced us back into the buildings. Adjutant, what should we do? If we make it to the top of the building, we can use the rope to get down to the next one. The roof? Then that's what we do? The floor jolted and slid into without warning. I bounced lost and tumbled into the crack. Flailed for a handhold, finding nothing. Lucky us, good thing I packed my ropes. If something were to happen to you, I found myself hanging from the building far above the ground, suspended by a rope that had wrapped itself around my arms. By that and nothing else. Wearing held the rope and with it held me aloft, but it was clearly taking every last ounce of strength she had to do it. Emer raged on beneath us, mighty and relentless, throwing blows that shook the buildings and brought slabs of concrete raining down. Heavy chunks of rubble fell on Marion like rain. Ah! Marion, don't worry about me. I'm okay, Adjutant. For me, pain is reward. I'm gonna let it go. Grip the rope. Here, we need to move fast. It's always like this with Emer. We need to raise our game. Give that thing a show and we'll remember. Nita, the Adjutant, where is he? The Adjutant, I don't know. Ack, he was by me just now. Damn, he didn't. No, he could have. You don't think he fell? He's not here. Where are they? What's wrong with you people? How did none of us see what happened? What do? We still have the shrine. It's simple. Go take the shrine where it needs taking. Leave Steven and Marion. I'll find him. That's Emer. can't run from fate. Besides, I still have a score to settle. Yep. And good thing we have enough energy. Or our presence, whatever presence with us, so... Let's do this. Top of the building, nearby the third containment wall of the contaminated sections. Ymir, the original Titan.
指示を手早く片付
Here's
け
the chase of the loot. Okay, when you reach your power charge, attack quickly on your large stone.
弱点感
Danger. Ah.
目標の配置確認
Down she goes. I know, it never ends.
やはりこっちの方が落ち着くな
Alright. Just a couple more cutscenes and we're done. Ymir sharply shifted direction and barreled toward the building we were hanging off the side of. Just as I thought this would be my end. Once she threw herself between us and Ymir, unwavering, she faced the Titan all by herself. Once they had successfully attracted Ymir's attention, giving Nita and the others the chance to move the shrine away. Ymir, I'm right here. I ordered you. Accept my challenge. She screamed the words, the stream of bullets flying from her rifle. The bullets paled in comparison to the fury burning in her gaze. Excuse me. She became one with Odin. No, she had become his master, taking Odin's power as her own. Look what she's done with the Aposis adjutant. Well, it's time for my inhibitor too. It's quite delightful to get hurt, but it is Ymir after all. If Ymir is not reason enough to use the Aposis, what is? Ymir became a blur for a moment, and suddenly it reappeared just minutes from my face. I had no idea how it moved so fast. Before I could even open my mouth to warn Marion, the Titan hit her with its enormous hand as she was injecting the inhibitor. Marion! It was too late. Marion was nowhere to be seen. At best, she was trapped beneath the piles of rubble. At worst, I couldn't know for sure. Adjutant, run! I'll distract Ymir. She ran towards me, screaming words I couldn't hear. Ymir's hand arced towards her. Shoot from behind cover. I drew my pistol, taking aim at the Titan's shattered mask, then immediately pulled the trigger. Attracted by the overwhelming rain of bullets, Ymir's path changed. Its massive hand slammed down right next to Wednesday, missing her by a hair. Hey, idiot, over here! It was Nina and the others, but their top priority was get the shrine out of here, not cover us. Ymir suddenly stopped moving. It didn't look toward Nita or at Wednesday as she's surrounded by anger-fueling lightning. I could feel their eyes hidden under them, its masks fixed on me. No, I wasn't looking for the shrine. It's completely different from the smaller Titans. Was I its target? The moment my gaze met Ymir's, it vanished, and I was no longer on the battlefield. For me, there was only a girl smiling with her arms held out toward me. Give me a hug! All your confusion and agony, your pain and barriers. Chivosis, the walls erected between people, all expectation and inequality will be dissolved with this hug. Afterwards, you only need to learn, understand, and accept that we will discover victory that belongs to everyone. Gate 7. Director Tau, the accelerated magnetic field has finished recharging. Strike 40 times, fire at Ymir. Projectiles bursting with kinetic energy sped up to 3,000 meters per second, transforming into a near invisible stream of light and striking Ymir. Report assessment. According to visual assessments, it worked. Ymir was forced to remain in its physical form thanks to the Hondo Force attacks just now. Strike 80 times, continue reloading. The Titan who had been the first to descend was forced to withdraw its outstretched hand as Ymir staggered backward. Even more streets were decimated under its feet. The second wave of projectiles was raised soon after, subsequently bombarding the Titan's physical form at lightning quick speeds. Buildings made of reinforced concrete tumbled into dust. Urban forests that had once been proudly erected were as fragile as the miniature models in vintage films. After being struck by several waves of projectiles, Ymir finally transformed into specks of light, vanishing into the ruined city like a sand castle eroded by the wind. Adjutant, are you hurt? We fought off Ymir. I had only just escaped from the dream before I heard Wednesday's voice. I'm alright. How are the others? Wednesday I discovered Mary laying among the rubble. Ugh. Oh shit. Why do I have trouble reading? Wednesday I discovered Marion laying among the rubble on the roof. Her body covered with cuts and bruises. Even so, her vitals were still stable, and she seemingly hadn't sustained any serious injuries. We walked out of the destroyed building. Actually, what happened just now? You don't have any physical injuries, but I couldn't wake you up. I was unable to explain something I didn't even understand myself. Was it because of Ymir? Maybe. I'm not even too sure. Then we fell silent. In that silence, we awaited the arrival of the logistics department. The sound of debris being crushed under wheels suddenly filled the air. You've had no contact with Nita and Freya since you fell through the crack in the floor, and you have no idea if they met up with Life Infinity, right? Yeah. Do you need a rest? You look exhausted. Let's just get this done as soon as possible. I don't want you working overtime again. As soon as we got back to HQ, I cooperated with Caroline as she began her internal investigation. It was only a formality. Fortunately, everyone's okay. In her report, Wednesday wrote that the decision it made. Oh shit. Wednesday wrote that a decision was made for Freya, Fanny, and Nita to get the shrine to safety, while Wednesday would stay behind and look for you and Marion. Is that what happened? I'm not too sure. Is Wednesday in trouble? Hard to say. You had Tao and half the board personally monitoring you from the command post. I don't have any idea what that shrine is either, but the board obviously thinks it's extremely important. Alright, one last question. Wednesday wrote that Ymir was lured in by the shrine in her report. Is that true? I recall my strange dream, but that could hardly be used as evidence. That's what happened. That's everything then. Carry on. How badly are the others hurt? Only Nina and Marion sustained injuries. Marion's fine by her standards anyways. Nina isn't doing as well. She's already injured when the ceiling collapsed on her. She broke a lot of bones. She'll need to rest for a while. She's tough as nails though, don't worry. As long as they're okay, I'll visit them tomorrow. Looks like you all really care about each other. But of course, after everything we've been through together. Hey, when I grab a drink if you have nothing else to do. Karen looked at me with an unspoken understanding. I have the results of the investigation you asked me to conduct. According According to the records, that girl was a victim of the first descent. She had an older brother who was killed in the same incident. Her parents divorced when she was 6, and she and her brother subsequently lived with her father. She was later diagnosed with Juvosis. Her dad was forced to take on the work as a data miner to afford widely. Their dad was forced to take on work as a data miner to afford widely expensive boulder inhibitors, but he succumbed to their cerebral delinquents on the job. The children were orphans from then on. But that stuff isn't important. Can you guess who their mom is? It's Tao, isn't it? I just can't believe it. The boss didn't even care about her own children. Yeah, wouldn't be the only thing. Tao's got some shady shit going on. It was an order from the higher ups, but back then, I had a chance to save them too. We ultimately can't change anything in this type of situation. Do you show the boss the list of victims afterward? She didn't say anything after she finished reading it. Knowing the boss, it's unlikely she didn't notice. It's almost like people that high up lose their humanity. Ugh. Alright, one final cutscene. Have you ever thought about why you were able to return from the Mistletoe Station? Why was it you? And why were you able to come back? I feel like I can't come up with an answer to it. I can't come up with an answer to that question. Even after the last battle, it's clear that you are Ymir's target. Me. You're smart. You've likely already discovered the connection between Mistletoe Station and Ymir. The Titans are monsters created after Ida lost control. I think we may have found out who the little girl is. Ida must have a reason for allowing you to return. I'm very curious about its goal. Have your empathic gangla told you anything? Shakehead. I can't make any guesses anyways. Tao didn't show any signs of frustrations or any emotion for that matter. She simply checked the time again. We believe Ymir may be targeting you due to your empathic gangla. It's too risky to allow them to remain in your head. The surgeon, as well as the chief physician in his team, are all ready. Your empathic ganglia will be removed through the brain surgery. Do you have any objections? No. Good, let's begin the operation. From birth to death, Yggdrasil is here to happily serve you. This operation will affect your nervous system, leading to possible stimulation of your subconscious. Regis, prepare the anesthesia. Begin removal of the pneumatic contamination. After that, I lost consciousness. Destruction of war. The rain continued to pour down on the desolate land. Neon tubes hung down from high up, their cables exposed. A holographic billboard short-circuited amidst the rainfall, endlessly spitting out sparks. The sound of rain persisted as the only sign of life and normalcy. There was a semblance of an old telephone booth as well, standing alone in a desert city. The sound of the rain wasn't able to conceal the ringing phone. Who was calling and who would pick up? Excuse me. An artificial steel nightingale continued to sing, perch on a tree branch. It sang to the breeze that originated from the 12 skies. I listened carefully to the lyrics as it sang. Is flesh the veritable prison of the soul? Freedom brings both liberation and subjugation. A nameless mountain came into view, ancient and barren. An old man known as Mercer endlessly climbed. Stones sharp as blades occasionally tumbled down, cutting through his skin. The frigid wind howled and enveloping everything in icy snow and stealing away the last vestiges of warmth and moisture from each patch of exposed skin. In the end, a boulder rolled down from its mountain summit. It plummeted into the deep valley with the old man in tow. The operation went well. Great work, everyone. I'll treat you all with a midnight snack. We are not able to detect any abnormalities near therapeutic nerves. The empathic ganglia were removed. According to our test, your personality anchor is stable, and all the pneumatic contamination has been eliminated. Congratulations, Stephen. Please enjoy your new life. Well, we are free, so... Well, we finished entering Elf, so... We're now into internal strife. Okay, so... Before we end this off, I'm gonna take a quick peek. Oh yeah, and we got a split path on the way too with the files. Okay, let's see here. Restore the hymns. The adjutant headed his new mission after bidding farewell to Acacia, and yet his new intelligence officer is still Caroline. He then introduced the adjutant immutable for Marion, and his new face Cherno started a new stage in his career. Oh. Okay. Okay, well, I won't be able to advance any further, so... Alright then, so... I guess we'll wrap things up here, so... We're probably not gonna go back to, Snowbreak for the next couple of weeks. Ugh, excuse me. But we are definitely gonna be going through Radiant Dawn tomorrow, as I believe we're going through Ike and the Grail Mercenaries next in the next chapter. So, guess stay tuned for that. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Remember this video archived. I'm Steve, and I'll see you guys next time.